Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do something different. I wanted to show my personal side. I was debating to do this video because I felt as if it was too personal, but I really know that it will help someone out there and that I am not alone. But we all experience things, and it's important that you are able to do things and grow as well as take care of yourself, which is very important. It happened when I was in college and university, and I just let myself go. I started emotionally eating. I would say that was a very difficult time for me because I was just doing things that I wasn't aware of. I was aware, but I would act as if I wasn't aware of what I was doing, that it wouldn't harm me and that I wouldn't gain weight. When I finished university, I was at my peak weight, and I just knew that I had to do something, but I didn't know where to start. I could barely run for 5 minutes at that. I have asthma, and my asthma would flare up so much when I would try to run. I really came to the self-realization that I needed to do something, and I didn't know how I was going to do it because, like I said, I couldn't run or anything, but I just knew I had to do something to change because I just can't. I can't be like this. Like, it's bad on my health. In 2014, I decided to lose weight, and I'm so happy I made that decision. It's not because I'm saying that it's best to lose weight, but it's best to be healthy and to take care of yourself. That's what I'm saying in this video. I was at a point where I would go outside, I would be very sweaty. I couldn't fit any clothes anymore. It was difficult for me to find clothes. And I would look at myself and I just wasn't happy with the person I have become. And it affected me as far as my ability to be the best I could be. Like, I would go out and I would feel tired from the foods I eat. Foods would weigh me down, and it's just not nice. It's not like no one told me, oh, you're overweight, you need to lose weight. People told me that over and over again, but I didn't listen. I think the most important thing about losing or maintaining weight is about you being happy with yourself. And if you feel as if you need to lose weight or you need to gain weight or whatever the case is, it's about yourself, self-realization that you want to do it and that you want to do it for yourself. I decided that I needed to start now. And when I say start now, I started from where I was. I didn't have a plan or anything. I just started making little changes in my day-to-day life. I began to eat healthier as far as letting go of junk food in every meal. I still was at a point where I was eating more meals in a day in big portions, but I decided to start off from where I was by letting go of things little bit by bit. So say for instance, when I would go out, I would not go to McDonald's and have a burger. I would go to, say, Marks and Spencer's or any store and grab a sandwich, like a tuna sandwich or something, and I'll grab a water. When I started drinking more water, and then I let go of soda entirely, I started having a different taste for things. I began to venture out into different vegetables that I didn't eat before. I began to love asparagus and and broccoli. I had all of those vegetables before, don't get me wrong, but I began to love them and not just force myself to eat these vegetables. And I ate salads. I would take my salads and put different fruits and mix it up to make it something different. What I'm saying is you should start now and just make little changes and see where you go from there. I'm sure you will see some improvement or a change on the scale from just making small changes. And once you get used to those small changes, then that's when I said to myself, okay, I can do this. I can seriously do this and start a plan to really drop these pounds. I started with a low carb diet and exercising 5 days a week. With the low carb diet, I did a combination of different exercise videos that I wouldn't recommend to anyone else. I had lost about 10 pounds, but I believe that it was too extreme and it's not realistic for everyone. I did a low carb diet where I barely ate breads and oats, things of that. Like doing a low carb diet for me, honestly, I saw it as something that I couldn't just stop and pick up again, because once you let go of carbs for a significant amount of time, it's difficult to get back on that track. So I changed from that and I went into a long-term plan. And my long-term plan was to track my calorie intake. And I started off with 1,800 calories per day. And it was really hard for me to do that because I was not used to eating so little a day. Some people may say that that's not little, but it was a little for me. I was such a sweet addict. In my diet, I had a lot of fruits, and then I had a lot of vegetables. And I was more free to eat foods. I still ate breads here and there, but I just stayed within my calorie intake. And I felt as if that was more helpful in my long-term weight loss management, because I was watching what I was eating as well as not depriving myself of the foods that I love. In that first month, I also began to do exercise videos. I would do videos on YouTube, just full body weight exercises. I would run, but for not that long. Exercises with the resources that I had. I saw myself getting better at what I was doing, and I saw myself exercising for longer periods of time. And I really enjoyed doing videos like P90X. Those videos, it really motivated me to do more. And during that time, I didn't have a gym membership, and I had lost 10 pounds in a month. I had worked out at home. I strongly believe that in order to lose weight properly for the long run, it's important that you have a healthy diet as well as be active, very active. Month 2, I had adjusted my diet to a calorie intake of 1,500 to 1,800 calories per day. I began to use MyFitnessPal, where I tracked my calories and everything that I ate. I was very dedicated to doing that. I don't know like what made me get so into that app, but I was so into the app. And that app helped me a lot. It really did. Helped me plan out how I want to change the way I eat. Because it's not about having a diet for short term and losing that weight, but you have to maintain. And maintaining is not easy. It is not. You all know that I started off from exercising outside with no gym. Then I went to a gym. So my experience with the gym was quite interesting. I I felt really uncomfortable being in the gym because I saw people that were going hard in the gym, like lifting and stuff, and I didn't have any experience with it. I didn't know how to lift the weights, how much weight to lift, how to do the proper technique. It was just overwhelming. I just gravitated to the elliptical because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. What I found was actually really small, but what attracted me to this gym was the fact that it had a cycling room that was so dope. This cycling room was, it had the graffiti everywhere, it had the infrared lights, and everyone in the class was so pumped and going at it with the music and everything. But I just loved the atmosphere in that room and how everyone was so motivated. It just made me feel as if this was my home and this is the gym I should start off at. When I started going to that gym, I met so many people and I was so involved in the spin classes. I found something that I love doing, and it helped me maintain that focus of you need to lose weight and you need to be active. Anything over and over, which is not good at all. You need to find that balance. I started to join other classes. My tip number 4 is to track your results. In your weight loss or weight gain journey, it's important that you know what you're doing and how you're doing it. I use MyFitnessPal to track my exercise, my meals, as well as my weight loss. This app really helped me see what I was doing every month and what was working and what wasn't working. But for me personally, I did the most, and I tracked my results every day. I came to a point where I was so fixated on how much I was losing every day that I think it took a lot from my journey. And I highly suggest that you don't do that, because you don't want to be so into your day-to-day progress when it's all about the big picture of how much you're losing on a bi-weekly or monthly basis. Point number 5, which is motivation. In your weight loss journey, the most important thing is your ability to motivate yourself. Now, the reason that I mentioned this last is because this is something that is important in the end of if you reach your target weight and as far as the longevity of maintaining your weight. Because if you're not motivated on a daily basis to be healthy and to maintain, it's hard for you to it's hard for you to keep going. Looking at pictures of my favorite celebrities and my family and friends. So music, I stay focused and finish the lap or whatever I'm doing. I just need some good music. To this day, I can't go outside and run listening to any type of music. It has to be a new playlist for me, or it has to be some music that I love. So after a weight loss journey of 7 months, I had lost a total of nearly 40 pounds. And I am quite happy with where I am right now. I would like to lose more weight, but I am comfortable where I am right now, and I'm not focusing on doing that right now at this point. It really showed me that I can do more if I put my mind to it. It doesn't matter where you start, but if you make those little efforts, it can turn into something much bigger. So happy with my results. It's something that I look at. I keep my pictures of when I was overweight as a reminder of how far I've come, and